Hi, my name's Phil. I like talking about politics, and in this video, the water industry seems to be getting a read my lips moment from the Labour government. Despite the government telling water companies to sort themselves out, legislating to make executives criminally responsible for their treatment duties, and ring fencing the extra money customers are paying to finally upgrade the infrastructure after decades of mickey taking, Thames Water have still tried to be cheeky by trying to use their emergency loan to pay out huge bonuses. However, the government are reportedly using their new law to block these payments. No more reward for failure, they've said. But first, for daily news and commentary, please hit the subscribe button to stay notified. So there was an interesting contrast in a couple of articles I was reading in The Guardian, one last night, one this morning. In one, it explains how homeowners are paying literally £1,000 a year extra on energy bills if their house was built after 2016 because David Cameron cancelled legislation from the previous Labour government to make new builds from that period more energy efficient. The Conservatives didn't just adjust the time frame. It wasn't like builders going, oh, we're not quite ready. Oh, well, we'll ease you into it a little bit more then. No. Just cancel the whole thing, allowing private profit to run amok at the cost to the public. Contrast this with what's happening with Thames Water right now. This is the privatised water company in the most financial trouble. When this farce has run its course, almost certainly the first one to be taken out of the private market, whether nationalised or taken over by a not-for-profit like Welsh Water, we'll have to see. But they are at the forefront of piss-taking. The latest is their plan to use their £3 billion emergency loan to pay executive bonuses. They say this is necessary in order to retain good quality staff, otherwise they would be lost to other companies. And the Conservatives in government would have absolutely gone for it, wouldn't they? After all, it has the ring of plausibility to it. You can think to yourself, well, I mean, a good executive will be in demand, won't they? And if Thames Water don't pay them enough, they will walk and go where the money is. And all you'll be left with are the low demand pedestrian executives who won't have any idea how to rescue the company. Oh, the Tories would 100% have agreed to carry on paying the bonuses. But Labour have reportedly said they cannot continue to be rewarded for failure and are planning on blocking the payout of those bonuses using the new powers which passed into law earlier this year. Another thing, by the way, which Keir Starmer should be organising a quick press conference to promote. Every day, Labour are actually doing something that would win public approval if only they shone a spotlight on it. Sort it out. But anyway, let's just apply a little counter to the argument about the need to retain executives, because I've already said the logic is sound. In theory, I completely accept that good executives will be headhunted all the time. And yes, I accept that they will walk if they're denied bonuses that another company will be more than happy to hand over. You know, if someone says to you, come and work for us, I'll pay you an extra £5 million a year, you'll go to work for them, won't you? So why don't I accept the logic to its conclusion? Well, let's just take a look at how a water company operates. First of all, it's a monopoly for an essential public service. In reality, most public services are effectively monopolies. When I want to go to London, which train did I get this week? The one that was at the station when I needed to go to London. Which tube train did I get? The one that was there when I needed it. The tube train is nationalised, the train's privatised, but I had no choice in either case. Energy? In theory, yes, we can change our energy company. But it's the same electricity and gas, it goes through the same cables and pipes, it's from the same sources. The only choice is whose logo is on your bill, that is literally it. And if you break your arm, which hospital are you going to go to? The one that's nearest. You might travel a little further for a dentist in theory, but there are so few of them that even this sector is basically a monopoly as well. Which dentist do I go to? The one that has me on their books. My dentist is 30 miles away. But water companies are the most obviously monopoly of monopolies. You don't even have the illusion of choice. You don't select your water company. It is assigned to you according to your postcode. You move to a house, it says, right, this is your water company. So what's that got to do with executive bonuses? You still don't want the good executives to walk, do you? But my point is, why should we believe they have good executives? If you are a monopoly for an essential product like water, people can't do without water, and you are constantly running at huge losses, I do not think you know how to run a business. I mean, I'm not saying that any business is easy to run, but the easiest business to run, by definition, surely, is one where your product is something that is essential for everyone, you have zero competition, and where the government cannot afford for you to fail completely, so will provide access to easy finance. If you cannot get the budgets to balance with all of those factors in your favour, I do not believe you should even run a lemonade stand. And what on earth could the bonuses possibly be for? Like, there are two aspects to the running of a public service if it's privatised. The first is the delivery of the service, and the second is the profit. Now, my argument against privatised utilities is mainly that if they're not privatised, you only have to focus on the service. And if you have a situation where you have to focus on service and profit, executives will always be rewarded for focusing on profit, right? But Thames Water executives are failing on both counts. The service is terrible. Like other water companies, they're losing lots of water to leaks and also dumping untreated sewage into our waterways unnecessarily and in many cases illegally. So they're not delivering the service. But the fact that they need a £3 billion emergency loan, as well as the extra money customers are going to be paying now, also means they didn't deliver on the profit side of things either. Oh, sure, they may be rewarding shareholders at the expense of the business, but a business that needs emergency loans and massive price hikes for customers is by definition not profitable. On no level is there any justification for bonuses to be paid out. If both the financial health and service provision of the company is this bad, the management are terrible. And if the price to pay for not awarding the bonuses is those executives walk, good. Hopefully they'll go to work for Reform UK and do us all a favour. Do to Nigel Farage what they've done to our water industry. He'll be lucky to even win his own seat at the next election, much less get anywhere near number 10. After all, Reform UK itself is privatised politics, isn't it? No other political party is privately controlled like Reform UK, not even the Conservative Party. But despite a lot of the policy failures and negative press, this is the difference. The Tories would have had accepted Thames Water's arguments immediately. Try and tell me that they wouldn't. They would, of course. We all know that they would. For them, performance-related pay is only for ordinary workers, doesn't apply to those on like seven-figure incomes. They are already deemed worthy by virtue of their wealth. Labour have told them that they legislated for the blocking of executive bonuses where the company is failing and are now backing that up. No more rewards for failure. Now let's apply that to other public services as well. But there we are. Those are my thoughts. Let me know yours in the comments below. If you've enjoyed the video, please click the like button and subscribe for further content. If you'd like to support the channel further, you can click the join button for memberships. Thanks for watching, and until next time, I'll see you later.